And we live. Hey, welcome to another episode of the Goalpost. And I'm joined by my boy Sihle. How are you, mate?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Excited. How are you doing?
I know I'm okay, dog. I'm okay, bro. Yeah. So when have you listened to Donda and Certified Lover Boy?
so this is what I did, right?
Yeah.
Donda came out. I had to listen to the first three tracks, and I thought it's not going the way that I wanted to go. I stopped listening to it, and
Yeah.
then the following Friday was the following Friday. Yeah, the following
Yeah.
Friday, Certified came out. I was
Yeah.
like, well, there's so much hype around it. Let me just have a listen. I had a
Yeah.
listen. Nah, I think either I've lost my sense of music taste or it's. I went back and I listened Donda. Yeah, in me listening to it, I felt the album was. It should have came out like maybe like 2 years ago. The
Yeah.
whole heavy drums, and then Certified. I just thought R&B.
R&B, nah. It's for
Yeah,
the ladies. It's for the ladies, bro.
it's for the ladies. But hey, man, yeah, to each their own. I guess when it comes to that. But I'm excited. Kendrick might be dropping in the next couple of days or
Yeah.
weeks. That is, yeah, I'm excited about that.
Yeah, no, true. You see, now myself, I'm also a Kendrick fan, bro. Like he's like one of my favorite rappers, you know. But yeah, man, like with
Let's call him.
Donda, sorry,
Let's call him Messiah.
Messiah. Okay. Alright. I know. Let's start this episode, bruh. So in today's episode, we'll be ranking the best squads on paper. So we're not gonna look at a team and base them on their manager, but like on paper, like we'll decide which team is on top. You know. On my end, you know, man. I was looking at the teams that we're gonna discuss that we're gonna view right now. And in my
Yeah.
mind, I was like, you know what, this is gonna be quite interesting. And you know, some squads, hey man, it's tough to decide which one to select. But of course, we will of course eventually reach that point where we like, okay, this is the best squad, you know.
But I
So
feel I
yeah,
feel what's happening is there's that balance that's missing in some of these teams. Like
yeah,
I had a look and I thought to myself, attacking wise,
yeah,
the depth uh, on attack is out of this world. But you look at the middle and some of the teams are very thin, and
yeah.
you look at the back and there's like, yeah, it's a funny time for European football right now.
Yeah, no, it is, bro. Like I do echo your sentiment. I do feel you when you say that some of these teams they're just not balanced, you know. And at the end of the day, for you to even win anything of significance, you need to be balanced in all areas, you know.
Yeah, I
So
think
I don't,
also
yeah,
defense as an art form, it's a dying art. I think
yeah,
everybody now wants these defenders that can play ball. So
yeah,
their focus is no longer as to how defenders used to focus, where literally they could read the game, they could go in, tackle. Now the defenders are playing more like defensive midfielders.
yeah. No, that's true, bro. Like
Mm.
that's true. I do agree with you, you know. So let's start off with number 8. And not to say that the squad is bad, but like on your end, who do you think, like out of all these teams, 8 teams, which team is the least visually stunning?
And a lot of people are gonna kill me right now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with City.
What? Oh no. Wait. Let me do this. Let me let me share. I just want to share, like, you know, a close up, you know, of City. So this is Man City, guys. Like,
Nah, my guy, I'm kidding.
eh, okay,
Right at the bottom. So
yeah,
I was caught up, and uh, like, and I was caught up between City and Dortmund, but
yeah,
Dortmund have a player that you literally that can literally carry the whole team in
yeah,
their star striker.
yeah,
So, it's a tricky one. I've thought about this, but
yeah.
against my better judgment, I'm going to say Dortmund lost.
Yeah, same with me, bro. I also think Dortmund are lost, and I mean they've lost a very integral player in
In
Jadon
Sancho,
Sancho, you
yeah,
know.
yeah, they have.
Yeah, yeah, and I mean the players here. I mean when you look at the midfield, like Jude Bellingham, I think one day Jude will be one of the best midfielders in
Speaking
Europe.
speaking of Jude, I think I was reading an article earlier on. Liverpool are willing to put in an 80 million pound bid on him next transfer. Actually, not the January transfer, but the next
But
transfer. Yeah, 80 million.
yeah, that's a lot for he will be like 18 or 19. Nah. He'll be
Yeah,
around there.
yeah, yeah,
Damn.
yeah. That's a. But I think Liverpool need him
Yeah,
because I had a look at their squad. Their squad is aging and it's aging quickly.
yeah, yeah. No, I do hear you from that standpoint. And as well, yeah, you are right. Age, um, and as well, I mean, with Jude is someone who's gonna be a world beater, from a potential standpoint, he has a very high ceiling.
Yeah,
So yeah, man. Like I also do agree with you with Dortmund, because I mean the other 7 teams, I feel like they are like steps ahead of them as far as finances are concerned. I mean,
yeah.
Dortmund aren't a team that have money. They play good football, but at the end of the day, they are a selling team. They don't retain their players like the other 7 teams that we are going to discuss now. So yeah, I also do agree with you. I'd put Borussia Dortmund as the 8th team. Not to say that they are a whack team. It's just that when you compare them with the other guys, hey man,
No,
there's
no.
levels. Yeah,
The company that they're keeping. Nah, my guy. You have to be honest. The company that they're keeping,
yeah,
a ridiculous company.
yeah. True, bro. Like it is true. I mean, it's you can't compare them with the other teams. But yeah, man, can you hear me, dog?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
'Cause- yeah, I can, but I can't see you now.
Now we're gonna.
Okay, now I can.
Yeah, we'll
Okay.
constantly have these technical issues, but it's fine. But
Yeah,
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 I think Dortmund over the past couple of seasons have been punching above their weight,
yeah,
and I think it's going to come to a point now where they don't, as you said, they lost Sancho. Sancho was an integral part of the team,
yeah.
and they haven't really replaced him. They haven't. Mama's got you.
No, I want.
Oh my god.
This guy's
Hey.
playing games. Sorry about that,
Yeah.
man.
No,
Yeah,
no, it's
and they
okay.
haven't. If you look at Sancho's numbers last season and
Yeah,
the season before, and you couple that with Haaland, that's a
yeah,
solid. Those two players can, yeah, they put up a good fight. But I think
yeah,
now Bellingham is a very good baller, and Haaland is advertising himself to the rest of the world,
yeah.
or the clubs that can afford him, Madrid. I, I think he's going to be going to Madrid, no matter what everybody says.
Yeah,
But yeah, I think this season they are going to struggle a bit.
yeah, no. That's so true, bro. And yeah, and Haaland also scored a hat trick for Norway a
I
few
saw
days
that.
ago.
So
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
here's a fun stat for you. He's played 8 games and he's scored 13 goals for Norway.
Okay,
It's a
that's insane.
machine. That boy is, yeah, he's something else.
All right, and okay. Let's move on to the next team.
Yeah.
Who do you have?
Now
Out
you
of the
tell me.
team,
You tell me who do you have? Because I was controversial with my
your
first
first,
pick.
with your first pick.
Yeah.
Okay, this is on paper, nah.
Yeah.
On paper, guys. I'm
Yeah.
not
You're gonna go
saying,
Liverpool. You're gonna go Liverpool.
of course.
The way that you justified it.
Of course, my G. I was gonna go Liverpool, bruh.
Yeah.
Because on paper, dog, I mean, goalkeeper exceptional.
Yeah.
They've got
Defense.
Virgil,
Yeah.
Virgil, as well as Joel Matip. Um, you know,
Suspect, but let's
yeah,
give it. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, they've got Trent. Trent is very good going forward, but defensively, we all know where he struggles. Ibrahima Konute.
Yeah.
Konate rather. Konate. I haven't seen enough of him. I don't think he's even
I've
played it.
I've seen I've seen a few matches,
Yeah.
and I was impressed with what I saw. But I think
Yeah.
let's let him settle into the
Yeah.
way that what's his name wants the team to play. Let's see that, and yeah, let's see how that
Yeah.
goes.
Yeah,
And then
of course.
midfield,
But then midfield, I mean, Fabinho, I do rate Fabinho. I mean, he would, like, I'm a Man United supporter. I wouldn't mind having a Fabinho playing as a number 6.
yeah,
And then Thiago Alcantara, injury prone. Klopp plays with a high intensity and high press, and so he's
he
someone.
was. He can't finish all the games. Well,
Yeah,
he can't finish nor start all the games.
yeah, exactly my point. Then James Milner, Milner, bro.
That's a
Milner is just a
workhorse. That's a
yeah
that's a
workhorse.
workhorse. Yeah.
Yeah, true. And not to throw shade on him. I mean, he is a player who's won a
He's
lot. I mean, at
aged.
City,
Mm.
he has. Yeah,
And then they've got
They-
Henderson, Hendy. That's one player
I
that frustrates me because everybody seems to think he's a good player. I
and
don't
he's
rate
not.
him.
Me too.
Nah.
At all, dog.
I don't rate him. I think he's just an average English player that
Yeah.
everybody's hyping.
Of course. And it's only because of Klopp's makeup, Mac makeup. I call it Mac makeup because Klopp makes guys who are mediocre look great because of the system. But I mean, we're talking about the teams on paper, not about them with their managers. So yeah, man, like even Sadio Mane is not the same Mane, Mane is
Nah,
not.
yeah, I
Yeah,
think it's for Sadio. I
yeah,
wouldn't say he's peaked, but something is
yeah,
not. The first 3 matches that we watched this season, something is not clicking. But
yeah,
he's one of those players where he wakes up one morning and then literally
yeah,
he bangs them in and he gives you his assists.
yeah. No.
And then they've got Salah. Apparently, there's a question mark on his future because he's in the last
Yeah,
2 years of his contract. And I don't know if you recall the last conversation we had, and I was telling you about proper clubs never allow their star players to get into the last year of their contract without negotiating the year prior. Because if the
yeah.
negotiations go now, and Liverpool are like, nope, we can't give you the salary that you want, it's basically sell him.
Yeah, of course. And yeah, I mean, like it's surprising that they haven't actually Radakin negotiated a new deal. It's like same thing with Wijnaldum. Wijnaldum now yourself, he ended up leaving on
Yeah,
free.
that was a very awkward situation Liverpool found itself in. It was very weird.
Yeah.
But on Salah, his agent is busy talking in the background. I think when he scored his first goal this season, the agent tweeted, "I hope they're watching," and it's like, don't do that.
Oh my god, hey. But yeah, man, like even the other players like Takumi Minamino, Thiago Jota, like
Jota is gonna come right.
yeah.
I think Minamino they got excited and they shouldn't have bought him, but it was pure excitement. Where it's like when you play against a team and they've got the star player that no one was paying attention to, and then the star player like performs, you want him in your team. It was very premature, but yeah, let's see. He's got this season to prove himself. I think last season when he was out on loan, he played very well.
Yeah,
There were a few games I was impressed, but yeah, this is Champions League where it's different. And I was very much surprised to see him in I was like, how did that happen? But anyway, it is what it is.
I know it is what it is, bro. I know, my man. Let's move on to the next team, man. Like I feel like with Liverpool, you know, we pretty much agree on the first two teams. You know, not to say that they are whack, but you know, when you compare them with the other teams on paper,
The
um,
next team, I'll
yeah,
go because you chose the last one. The next team that I
yeah.
think is City, and I
Are
mean it
you
this time.
are you for real, dog?
I'm dead serious. The only improvement that City have made is to buy a very overpriced player, and that's the
Oh,
only addition.
wow, bro. Are you for real, dog?
I'm
Man
dead,
City.
I'm dead serious. And I love Pep as a manager and how he's
Yeah,
changed the game from like when from his Barcelona days. But
yeah,
I think, I think he's getting too. You can see he's getting tired because I think his managerial style is like this. The first few seasons, literally,
yeah.
he gets the players to adapt to his way of playing, and then he gets his players. But there comes a point because he asks so much of his players. There comes a point where he reaches the ceiling with them, as in he can't squeeze any more out of those players. And I think this season, if not the next season, is that ceiling season for him.
Whoa. I know I hear you, bro. Like, especially when you look at the 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 teams as far as trophies are concerned, I feel like the players are now more hungry than ever to, of course, win the Champions League. But I know this season is going to be quite difficult for them, bro. But
Champions Champions League
yeah,
it's a different kettle of fish, I promise you. And now in
yeah,
most of the European countries, you're going to have the fans back. I
yeah,
think what happened last season, which worked to their advantage, is they were playing without fans, and I think also the draw favored them.
yeah.
I hate saying that, but they weren't like huge matches that you think they went through. Only in the end, in the last like eight,
Yeah,
then they started performing. But I think this season is going to be a bit different for them. I don't see
yeah,
them in the
yeah.
final. I don't see them in the semi-final.
Mm. Yo, you know what? With Champions League, it is possible, you know, for that to happen. So I won't go, are you serious? Because I mean, at the end of the day, you know, it's knockout football. And yeah, man, like I for one, would have selected Real Madrid only because of the age, bro. Like these guys are old now, bro.
So
When,
this is the thing with Madrid.
yeah,
I wasn't convinced, but I've watched this season. I've made sure that I watch their games. Going
yeah,
forward, going forward, they know how to score goals.
yeah. But then
And
defensively,
defensively, that's where they're very, very suspect. But
yeah.
yeah, they going forward, they know how to bang them in.
Yeah, okay, I know that's true. I mean, with Benzema's link-up play, you know, it's just that, bro. On paper, like, see here, yes, you are right. They know how to score, but for me, man, like when I look at Man City and then I compare them with Real Madrid, bro, like,
So
I feel like a lot of players from City can actually start ahead of
yeah,
quite a
so
lot of players here.
with me it was City and then Madrid. I think with
Madrid,
you've got it the other way around, where it's Madrid and
yeah,
then
yeah. I have it as Madrid, then City, bro.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
But yeah, Madrid. For me, they're not a balanced side. I think they are investing in the future. If
yeah.
they can get Mbappe in, well, not if. It's a matter of when
Win,
they get
yeah,
him in, and the team is literally going to be built around him.
yeah.
And we're going to go
So
back to the Galactico days where literally all your star players are in Madrid. But we'll see how they're going to afford, because if they get Erling, how much is Haaland going to cost them salary-wise? Because his wage demands are crazy. But let's see. But I think if they can get Mbappe and they can get Haaland, then they're going to take over the world.
Yeah, and then look at Shavar. He's like, I'm coming for the both of you guys.
Shiva, we're not saying your team is crap. We're just saying on paper.
On paper. Yeah, on paper.
We're not convinced.
Yeah, on paper, man. You guys don't have that stardust, you know. It's your manager who has the stardust. The manager is the star player for Liverpool. That's just
very true.
That's just my opinion. But hey, Shiva, no, I'm not hating on your team in any way. You know, your team is a good team only because of your manager.
I don't know if watched his captain play last night. He might have picked up an injury.
Who?
The Liverpool captain. Van Dijk, yeah, he might have picked up an injury.
Yeah.
And this happened in the last 3 minutes of the game.
Yeah. Yeah, see, because he says Militao is the only guy who gets into our squad, bro.
That's brave of you to say that. That's very, very brave. I'm looking at the Madrid squad. No, you mean Junior can't? You mean Junior can't get into the Liverpool side?
Who? Which one? Vinicius.
Yeah. No,
Vinicius, man. Vinicius is shaky, dog. He said Casemiro. Yeah, that's how I feel. The Brazilians of today, bro. Like, you see the Brazilians of today, Sihle. They're not the same as the Brazilians of old, bro. The Brazilians of today, they focus too much on the athleticism side of things instead of focusing on flair, you know.
And that's your thing. And that's your thing. You want the flair.
Bro, what's football without flair, dog? Like, what's football without flair, bro? Like, the best players in the world. Like,
I think the game itself is getting very technical now, where it's like literally, as you said, everybody focuses on your on the athleticism part of it. But yeah, I hear you.
All right. I know, Shiva, bro, we have to move on, bro. We'd love to debate with you, but hey, we have to move on to the next teams, eh?
You choose the next team.
The next team. And this is on paper, there, guys.
Yeah, on paper only.
On paper.
You can pick Chelsea, because
nah. Chelsea are strong, bro. No, Chelsea are strong.
But you can't pick Bayern Munich right now. You know Bayern Munich. You didn't. No.
Hey, man. Let's look at the defense, the defense, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, Lucas Fernandez.
Yeah.
Benjamin Pavard, Omar Richards, Mark. Like, I don't know a lot of these guys, bro. I won't lie to you. I know Upamecano. I know Lucas Fernandez.
So let me tell you the sputtling dust that you were speaking on with the Bayern Munich team. Their manager is brilliant. Their home games with the fans, you are not getting anything there. So they've got two things that you can just drizzle and magic. Bayern Munich, they just know how to win Champions League games.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah,
like they really do, man.
But on paper, I'd hate to say it. Yeah, let me agree with you on this one.
Yeah, but on paper, for me, I'm not fearful. You know, they don't strike fear to me. Like, damn. I think it's because of the acquisitions that my club have made.
I was waiting for that.
But yeah, man. Like, I ain't scared of these guys. Come on, man. Are you scared of them?
Now we're in the last three now, right?
Yeah. Sorry about that. Yeah.
No worries. We're in the last three now, right? So choose carefully.
Yeah.
So let's do joint second and then the team that we think is gonna win.
Okay, fine. Okay, so for me, I said Bayern Munich are fourth. On paper, like
Yeah.
that's how I feel, bro. And this is excluding their manager. I'm just not like that
You're not
fearful of them.
convinced.
I'm not convinced with them. If let's say we're playing FIFA and you chose Bayern, and then I chose uh out of the other four teams,
You
I
chose
chose
Liverpool.
either United,
Yeah.
if United, Chelsea, or
PSG.
PSG. Yeah, I wouldn't be that fearful, bro. I really wouldn't, bro. That's just my opinion, bro.
It doesn't strike fear in you. Okay.
Nah, it doesn't
Very
strike
funny.
me in me. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think you chose the last team. I'll choose the next team.
Yeah.
And I can't believe that your team has made it this far.
Yeah.
But I think they've got a player.
Yeah.
So I'd say United.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
the thing with United, you know what I'm foreseeing?
What?
I see a lot of games that finish you win 4-3.
Oh no.
I see
Are
a
you
lot.
for real?
Yeah, I see a lot of you're going to concede quite a few goals.
Yeah.
Though you've got two very good defenders that I'd hate to admit in Maguire and Varane.
Yeah.
Your defensive middle it needs work. And if you're not wary of it, it's going to cost you.
Yeah, I know that's true, bro. Like I really do agree with you, bro. That is pretty much.
I think Fred is a fake Brazilian.
Guys, come on. Pastor Fred ain't bad, bro. It's just that he's not being used correctly, bro. Because my issue with Man United is that our midfielders, like, we're not getting the best out of them. Like, for instance, at times, Solskjaer would play Pogba on the left, and then he creates chances, and then he assists. Whereas then after that following game, he will drop him deep and make him play as a holding midfielder. So yeah, my G, like on my end, it's just our weakest link is our manager, and I'll always say this. I feel like with a proper manager and with these players that we have, bro, we can put up a fight, bro, in all competitions. Because our
trying to remember.
I'm
trying to remember. When Pogba went back to Juve, was CR there or he hadn't arrived?
No, he hadn't arrived. No. Yeah, no, he hadn't arrived.
I watched Pogba, and this is the irritating thing with Pogba whenever I watch him play for the national side. He is brilliant.
Yo, he's on another level, bro.
Like,
it's incredible.
He's brilliant. I watched him last night. And they should have won that game. Like, literally, they should have scored at least. I saw like 5 goals that they should have scored. And then I don't want it to happen where he brings his national form to his club, because that will mean that we are in trouble.
Come on, dog.
It's like when you watch him play for France, you can see he's happy.
Yeah.
But I think now what's going to happen is that Cristiano will get the team to up their game.
No doubt.
Because the one thing I see in CR is that he's a perfectionist. He puts in work. Mm-hmm. He puts in 100 and whatever % in the field, and he leaves it there. So you can't have a player who's going to be slacking. But yeah, I see the excitement, and I'd agree. I'd have you top 3 on paper.
On paper, of course, on paper. And then, bro, the runner-up, okay, we've discussed what again? 8.
I was hitting a drum roll. I was hitting a drum roll for you for the runner-up.
Yeah. So now, bro, it's my turn to choose, right?
Go for it. You can only choose between 2.
between two.
Mm.
Whew. Man, this one is tough, bro.
Well,
It really is tough. But hey, I might be. I'll choose something. The reigning champs, bruh.
so
Oh,
so let me agree with you. It
yeah,
pains me, but let me agree
yeah,
with you. We'll talk about
yeah.
that other team just now.
Just now,
But
yeah,
yeah, let's talk about Chelsea. Chelsea as
yeah,
a side. Rom brings what was the missing piece. I keep on telling everybody this, that what Rom gives you is it's a focal point that has been missing in Chelsea for the past couple of seasons.
yeah,
And what that means is they can interchange the team like you wouldn't believe. Like
yeah,
right now, if you remember the conversation with Mike, we were talking about front three,
yeah,
where we said, okay, Lukaku starts. Who do you have? Who do you have on the left? Who do you have on the right? Right now, you're sitting with Ziyech, who can start. You're sitting with Captain America, who can start. You're sitting with
yeah,
Mason Mount, who can start. You're sitting with Timo, who can start. You're sticking with Kai, who can start. And I've just
yeah,
given you like players that you can have on the bench that can be
yeah.
game changers.
True.
Middle of the park, there's two brilliant players in
Yeah,
Jorginho, who
yeah.
I've said he needs to get the Ballon d'Or this season.
Hey, that's your take, bro. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then you've got that master Frenchman who doesn't seem to tire, but I
Yeah.
think age is catching up with him with his injuries. But
Yeah.
that's still fine. Defense wise, I'm more than happy. Though
Yeah.
I'm a bit concerned with Rudiger because there is talks that he might have not signed his or renewed his contract, and it looks like Real Madrid. Looks like Real Madrid might be interested.
Damn.
Yep. So that has me concerned. I know Christensen, if I'm not mistaken, renewed his contract.
Yeah.
So defense, and you've got Mendy, who is a game changer himself. So I feel there's a balance there. There's
Yeah, I
a
know.
proper balance, and the manager, that
I
he understands his players. The players understand what the managers want from him.
I know that's true, bro. Like your manager is pretty much he's the reason why I think your team will win the league this season. You know, just only based on him. You know how he knows how to use your players and he knows how to bring out the best out of your players. I mean, Christensen and Rudiger weren't starting when Lampard was in charge, but
Yep.
all of a sudden, you know, they look like prime Cannavaro and who's this guy? Nesta. You know, remember
Yep.
Italy when they had those two guys, you know. Oh yeah, man. Like so
So
for me, the reason why I choose your team is because of the balance, you know. Like your team
but
is very balanced.
the other thing that our manager has done this season is that he's taken Ruben and he's put him in the Champions League squad. I didn't see that happening. I
Yeah.
was very, very surprised. But what that does is that it puts the ball in his court, where now he really needs to step up. Because
Yeah.
do you know how difficult it is to get just the 25 squad for Champions League so early? Like get
Yeah.
it then. It's very difficult because you the squad depth is there. So Ruben has to perform. He doesn't have a choice but to perform.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's true. And as well, I feel like your manager sees something in him, you know. I feel like Tuchel is ruthless enough to say, hey, bro, you're not in the
Yeah,
Champions League squad. You know,
I
he
think
is ruthless enough.
I think he when Ruben broke into the first team, he was brilliant, and then he got injured.
Yeah.
Came back and then got injured again. So those
Yeah.
injuries kind of messed with him.
Yeah.
I remember watching him while he was out on loan. I think I'm trying to remember the site that he was. The field, the pitches by the river. I just can't remember. It's in London also. White shirt. It'll come to me.
Fulham. Fulham,
Yeah,
yeah.
while he was at Fulham, he was brilliant. You could see that there is a player there. And then he got back Chelsea, and then I don't know what happened. I think there was a time where he was playing with Ross Barkley, and I was like, another overhyped Englishman.
Yeah, hey, man, you know how they, hey man, hey, I know, bro, but hey, your team are the reigning champs. Of course, with the inclusion even of Saul, you forgot about Saul Nini's dog from
Yes,
Atletico
actually, as I
Madrid.
was talking about your middle, with
Yeah,
the addition of Saul, that gives us something totally different.
mm-hmm. It does, it
Um,
does.
and I was very surprised why Atletico let him go. Oh, sorry, why his team let him go,
Mm.
and I then started to suspect that he didn't get along with Simeone anymore.
Yeah, hey man, you know Simeone is a very he's like a content, you know. He's very passionate, you know, and he tends to, of course, he tends to, you know, have disagreements with some
It's
players,
his
you
it's
know.
it's his way or the highway.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, he's Atletico Madrid have like given him the keys to do everything. He's got the keys to every place,
Well, well,
you
he
know.
gave them the league. So obviously
Yeah,
they're gonna say, yeah, leaders,
yeah,
do as you please.
I know
And
that's
then
true.
he's played 300 odd games, and I thought he's probably
Hmm.
over 26, going for 28, somewhere there.
Yeah,
It's still it's still he can put in pretty decent seasons.
and as well, he can shoot as well from range. You know
Yeah, no,
that left foot
that's
of his. Yo, he's got a powerful left foot, bruh.
I'm looking forward to seeing him gel with the team. Because
Yeah,
I saw on Instagram Kepa was with him,
yeah,
so at least he's got. She was showing him around London. At least he's got that. Where there's quite a few Spanish players that will assist in him bedding into the side real quickly.
yeah. No, that's true. That's true, bro. And then,
And
bro,
then
we
the number
know
one.
number one team, dog. On paper, this team, man, for
So let
me,
me tell you
hey,
this: if
hey,
Pochettino doesn't bring back three
hey.
trophies, including Champions League,
Woo.
he must retire from football.
Must get fired, bro, on the spot.
Nah, he
Cause,
mustn't get fired. He
bruh.
must leave. He must like leave. Like, how do you go from like starving at Spurs, starving for
Yo,
players, having to negotiate with Levy, to now be a manager where you've got Messi on the one side, you've got Mbappe on the other side? It's how
bro,
did that happen? You've
like
got
this team,
Ramos, who is a leader in the team,
yeah.
and
Hey,
you the one thing with Ramos that I hate and I love is he does the dirty.
yeah. I know,
Like,
yeah, nah. Hey, dude.
look what he
He's
did to Liverpool. Sorry, Shivar, I'm not
Shiva.
picking on your team.
What he did to Salah, bruh. Like, that was so slick. Like,
That
you
was
wouldn't even.
dirty.
It was dirty. But the thing is that he never, like, when you see it on camera, you know what he was trying to do, but you can't say, like, nah, man, this guy did this on purpose because of how he looked
He positioned
away, you
himself.
know, it
Yeah,
positioned himself. It made it look like he wasn't even looking, you know, to
he's
do
a
anything to Salah.
he's a Pepe light.
Yeah.
Pepe, the Portuguese player. He's a
Yeah.
Pepe light. Pepe is
Yeah.
just he shows that he's taking you out.
Yeah.
But with Ramos, he's a leader. He's a born leader, and I think. Oh, we even forgot about the keeper, the Italian keeper.
Yeah. And you know what I mean, Kelo Navas and Donnarumma, like they've got two really solid goalkeepers, bro.
No, but if he doesn't, dude, if Pochettino doesn't win the Champions League this season, no man.
Bruh,
Like,
like
yeah, he must just call it a day. He must go back to where is he? Argentinian? Or, yeah, he's Argentinian. He
yeah,
must just go back
it's
to Argentina
Argentina.
and raise cattle.
And as well, bruh, like look at these forward line, bruh. Like, you know, what Lionel Messi, Di Maria, Neymar,
Neymar. Who do you
even
mark
the
here?
it's you see what I'm saying, bro? Like for me, PSG, bro, like yes, it's gonna be
I know
scary, bro.
Drexler won't start all the games. He will probably start the games once they've qualified out of the group stages. Once they've gotten out of the group stages, he will come and play in. That's one player that I had there was a time where I thought this is a generational talent.
Yeah, of course. When you are
And
still in Germany, nah.
yeah, I don't know what happened. I honestly, I think, but now you bring the likes of Messi to maybe he can revive his career. You never know. With these big players that come in, it's not just a big name coming in. It's a big
Yeah,
name that ups the whole team. So there's a swagger in the team that everyone is watching. Because
yeah.
I was looking at the numbers, the broadcast numbers. Uptake ever since Neymar came into the sorry not ever since Messi came
Messi.
the French
Yeah,
league, there's a huge increase in viewership
yeah.
of the Farmers League. So he brings that. So now
Yeah.
there's like focus in that you have to up your game. You can't just you're playing with
Yeah.
Messi.
That's true,
Get
bruh.
out of here.
It's true, bruh.
It's like that's the best in the world, and then you're gonna tell me you're gonna pull a Fred? No.
Yeah. You see, that's what I like about these type of players, your Messi's and even Ramos, bruh. Players who have won it all, bruh. There's a
Yeah.
certain standard that they come with, and the team needs to, even the manager, especially like Poch. Poch hasn't won anything of significance.
Yeah.
I mean, they'll demand a lot from him, and when something is not going right, they
No,
will
I
be
think
vocal.
I
Yeah,
think Poch as a coach, the win that he had is the final. Sorry, it's the Champions League final that he took Spurs to,
I mean
and I think
Spurs.
that's
Yeah,
a win. That was a huge win for him. But
yeah,
just picking on these star players, I don't know if you noticed, but the top the top three teams that we mentioned, they all have these players which are star
Mhm.
players that have presence.
Yeah.
PSG, you've got Messi, you've got Ramos.
Mhm.
Chelsea, you've got Rom, who I think if you watch him in playing for his national side, he's very instructive, as in he points other
Yeah,
players. So he assumes that leadership role, which is brilliant. You want that from your striker.
yeah,
You've got Manu. Yeah, I'm not going to speak about Cristiano
yeah.
because
You
you
know
get.
Ronaldo, bro.
So I think that will just up the game, the other players that are in the team.
Yeah, no, that's true, bro. It will actually force everyone to up their game. And yeah, man, like this is gonna be an interesting Champions League. We start next week. I
Yep,
play against young boys. My thing is with Man United because of my manager. Like whenever we go into a game that we are meant to win,
you get
like
scared.
something. Yeah, I get nervous. I prefer playing against teams like PSG, Chelsea. You see, teams where I'm not the favorite. Those are the fixtures that I like because I know very well that that's where our players turn up. I don't know how, but that's just pretty much United, bro. Against bigger
And also,
opposition.
I don't know. You
Yeah.
saw Rashford is back training.
Yeah. No, I did see. Yeah. I know, bro. It's gonna be interesting times, bro. Really interesting times. I'm not gonna get ahead of myself. I'm excited that Ronaldo is back, but my feet are still on the ground because I mean this team has hurt me way too many times, bro. Like
So so
even
so, so
yeah,
let's put this on paper. Final
yeah,
Champions League. This is us looking into our crystal ball. Final. It's
yeah.
PSG versus Chelsea. PSG wins. What's this? Man United are going to make the semifinals.
Wow,
Bayern are going to make the semifinals.
wow.
Who else?
That's yo. Are you for real, bro?
Yeah, two more
Yeah.
teams.
Wow, bro. So you're saying it's Chelsea and PSG in the final?
Yeah.
Hmm.
I've looked at my
Hmm.
crystal ball. My crystal ball never fails me. I'm joking. It sometimes fails me.
Yeah.
But yeah, I see. those are the teams to look out for, to beat PSG and Chelsea. But I see PSG taking it for the first time. And
Damn.
to be honest, it would be a very good farewell for Mbappe. Bringing Champions League home
back to Paris. Hey man, hey, that would be for it's for the club, that would be huge, and as well for Pochettino. I'm sure he'll be in tears, bro. Like,
and then he's gonna work as a free agent.
Don't even mention.
But they rejected. I think it was 170 odd million bid from Madrid.
Yeah, I did see.
But yeah, those are the teams to beat, according to me. City, Pep might pull a few brilliant games, but if he continues with this false nine, I don't see Jack being a success. He'll play because he's playing amongst brilliant players, but I don't see him semi-final.
Yeah, I know, my G. With me, of course, favorites are PSG. But yeah, man, I also think, dog, since the Champions League is Cristiano Ronaldo's tournament, I feel
you've got a shot.
We have a shot. We have a shot, We just man. If we can just sack our manager in like December and get like a Conte or a Zidane.
You are very hopeful, my guy. Beginning when the season started, he signed a 2-year extension.
I know, bro. Hey, for me, man, it's our manager, dog.
There was the board. There was the board saying to him, we trust you."
Yeah, I know, bro. Let's just wait to see, bro. Yeah. But yeah, Sihle, bro, thank you so much for availing yourself. Guys, please like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel. This is the goalpost. We've just discussed the best squads within the Champions Leagues. You guys can keep it interactive, and just comment and express yourselves as to how our log is, if you
how we got it wrong, how we got it wrong, got it right.
Yeah, no doubt, bro. Yeah, and thank you once again for availing yourself, Sihle, bro.
Anytime, my guy. Good luck for the weekend, Newcastle.
Man. Yeah, and tomorrow I'm having an episode with Adam. We're gonna be having a preview. He supports Newcastle, so we'll be doing.
I don't know how we ended up there, but yeah. Man.
So we'll be doing a combined 11.
I look forward to that. 7:30.
Yeah, 7:30. Yeah. All right, guys. This is the goalpost. Peace.